Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the PO box, and purchases off the wish list. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Okay, so couple channeled songs. Um, uh, the type of girl you wanna chew all on my bubble gum. Yeah, I'm the type of girl you wanna chew all. I'm the type of girl you wanna take to your mama house. Okay, so that's the first song. And then the next song is, but I'm not ready to find out you know how to forget me. Okay. Sometimes life brings questions. Questions about love, questions about career, questions about your life journey, and sometimes we just need a little clarity. And that is where my new sponsor, Psychic Source, comes in. Psychic Source has been around for over 35 years, connecting people like you with trusted, compassionate advisors to bring through insights and guidance that they need at this time. One of the things that I loved or that stood out to me with Psychic Source was that not only do they care about their customers, but they also care about their employees as well as the world. They donate 1% of all proceeds to a good cause through their kindness initiative. I had a chance to experience the whole experience and talk to a psychic advisor, and I left feeling far more confident than I did like walking into it. She was able to pull on a recent dream that I had, and the craziness of it, and help me find clarity through that. She recognized that I was going through a purge and that I was going through a kind of like a rebranding, if you will. She was also able to give me like kind of a little bit of clarity on a direction that I'm headed in, and she even was able to like give like dates type energy, as well as like a couple names she pulled out. So it was very good. Like I said, I left feeling a lot more confident than I did going in, just about the direction that I'm headed in. And I didn't ask her any questions. This was all just, I just asked her, what do you got? And she just came, pulled all this stuff, and it was very good. It was very good. So with all that being said, I'm excited to share that Psychic Source is offering an incredible deal for my viewers, you guys. Okay, new customers can get up to 40 minutes with one of their advisors for just $19.80. That's a value up to $240. Okay, you can get the deal through the link in the description box below using the keyword Corie, Corie, or you can go to trypsychicsource.com/Corie. There's never been a better time to experience true connection. Those are literally the lines, so I don't have the like, but it's like literally those parts. Okay, pre-shuffled here, we got the thinker, yeah, with the never-ending story and the loyal heart. Okay, so it does feel a little bit romantic, because I feel like with that bubblegum song, somebody is, maybe sexually attracted to you, or just attracted to you in general. Okay, there could be a little bit of a lustful energy, but it's not like a focus here. But this is somebody who's thinking about, it's probably, I'm getting an energy, either it's somebody from like a recent past, right? Like, or this is somebody who maybe feels like maybe they never said anything, right? There's an energy, yeah, where could have been somebody that you went, you were off and on with for quite, a few times here, and this is somebody who's like, just one more, but if that's the case, the energy that I'm getting off of that. Now, I don't know that you would necessarily go back to this person simply because I think that you're at a different place in life, but this isn't somebody who was hurtful, okay? Still, I don't know that you would, and again, just because this person wants to come back around does not mean that you have to take them back, right? Like, Some of you might, because that's your preference. That's kind of what you've been, you know what I mean? That's part of your path, part of your journey, and that's okay. A lot of you will not, and that's also okay. Okay, this is just, I'm just giving you this reading to let you know, because I heard those two songs literally in that same exact row a couple days ago. I wrote one down, okay, and then I walked away and heard the other one, and then this morning again, as soon as I woke up, same thing. So I was like, all right, well, that's the reading for today. So here we are. Let's dive into it. Let's see. I have a feeling we're going to be talking about what this person wants to say to you. And if that's the case, some of you, this person isn't even going to come forward, right? Some of you, I don't know, I feel like there's an energy of maybe even like trying to send these like little messages or something like that, like manifest these little like signs and synchronicities and things like that to like get your attention. Or this could also be the divine doing the same, because like I said, some of you, it is part of your contract for you to come back together with this person. If that is for you, you will know that. You will know who this person is. Okay. All right, bingo, let's do it. Okay, so this person feels, yeah, we have orphaned here. They're not feeling super great. They're definitely in their emotions here. Even the sea energy is kind of like looking down here. Yeah, there's something about like looking down. She could be reading though, but it feels more. But then we have the soulmates here. So I feel like that's looking down here energy is significant about something, right? This may be like looking within. Yeah, somebody is seeing you in like a very feminine energy, okay, with the yin and the no place like home. They see you as a soulmate. They see you as, you know, this very nurturing and kind and giving, and like, you know, there's like this energy of feeling at home when they're with you here. They may either be like at a distance, or they could be traveling at this time, or there could be something about maybe a boat. Yeah, I'm almost getting from these two energies, it's like somebody could have been like traveling or like sightseeing or something, and they just like had the worst time. I don't know. Or there was like something where somebody, you know, they maybe wanted to do something with you here. Yeah, because then we have this soulmates energy. It's like there's something about this, is like this isn't fun unless if there's somebody with me. Now that energy came through where some of you, this person is maybe not necessarily thinking about anybody in particular, but they could have just been like traveling or doing something here, and just recognizing and realizing, yeah, this would be more fun if I had, you know, somebody with me, right? Maybe somebody was like loved traveling on their own for a long time, and maybe they're like ready to settle down now. There's something about that here, okay? Yeah, but I feel like there's an energy where somebody, this person, whoever this is, with this flexible and this not for you, there was somebody that was like, you know, maybe they weren't like meeting your needs, or they weren't, there's something about boundaries, or like, you know, I don't know why requirements is coming through. That doesn't seem, you know, maybe it's like your own personal requirements. It's not that it's like you put that on this person, but it's like if this person isn't, you know, meeting some sort of like your own personal requirement. It's not a like a, you know, you fuck that up, right? It's just a, well, I don't think this is gonna work out, you know what I mean? Because it's like it's not even like you gave them a list or anything, right? It's just like you have this, you know, what you will accept and what you will not accept. And if this, it feels like this person wasn't meeting that, and again, it wasn't an energy of like holding it against them. Actually, quite the opposite of, you know, it's like, I totally respect you, and that's okay. You are where you are. I am where I am, and I have these certain expectations. It's unfair for me to just expect those from you if you can't meet those. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, but I'm not going to, you know, kind of self abandon and you know, be flexible, uh, because that's, you know, kind of against everything that you know what I mean. I'm going to, you know, wait for the right time here. There's something about that. It's like if you, you know, it's like, you know, at a point where it's like you are able to pour into yourself, you know, say at like a level 9 or a level 10, right? And so you expect that from somebody else, right? And this is somebody who could only give like a level 6. You saw that, you respected that, but you were like, oh, my, you know, it was kind of like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it was like, yeah, I hope you get what I'm saying. Anyways, okay, moving forward. So again, and this orphan and this like head down thing, there could have been, you know, some time of healing, um, or, you know, kind of moving through that type of energy. I don't know, the toil and labor just like went over here. I don't know if they have done any of that work. For some of you, maybe, but I feel like for a lot of you, no. Okay. Interesting. Tell me about this orphan energy. Yeah, we have distant horizon. Again, something about a boat here. Again, sorry about the noises in the background. Maui lives here. My kids live here. I do apologize. I try really hard to make it all work, but with the way the house is set up, and you know, Maui is very sensitive when it comes to his nails. So they are trimmed very often. He's not in any pain. He just, anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm explaining myself. Somebody wants to come explain themselves. They do. They want to come explain themselves. They want you to understand. But this may also be somebody that is pushed out of, there may be somebody that's being pushed out of a community here, in some sort of distant horizon. Owie. That's loud, dude. Hold on, I'll just pause it. Pause that right at 11:55, so that might be significant. And I wasn't even like looking. That's funny. Okay. All right, so this could be, I don't know, a wealthy man, okay? Yeah, there is definitely, look, this change has got a car on it. There is definitely some sort of travel here. Okay, so tell me about this to the sea. Collective, maybe something in your occupation here is getting ready to take off. Okay, there's something about like maybe a new journey regarding your occupation. Yeah, something's matured. Something is grown here. Okay. Like it's no longer like page type energy, right? If this is something that you are manifesting, like you are like completely immersed in some sort of experience here, okay? Tell me about this, soulmates. We have adjudication with some sort of unexpected income. But on the soulmates, we have the poverty with a gift. I was watching something and I thought about this poverty card, this child. And it's interesting that child was underneath there as well. There is something about maybe a child, like, you know, I feel like our children are definitely our soulmates, right? Like they chose us for a reason. But there's something about maybe giving, you could be the child, right? Or it could be something about giving another child, or even there's something about a child communicating something to you here. Yeah, but we have great fortune here. Yeah, there's... Yeah, we have the Lovers with the wealthy man and the sudden wealth here. But for some reason, this wealthy man does not feel... It could be this person from the past for some of you. But this could also be somebody new. Somebody new and like supportive and kind of that is able to pour like the 9 like you can. You know what I'm saying? Talking about this young energy. Yeah, privileged lady. Interesting. With the coffin. So there's an energy where so let me get one more on this. Privileged lady in the coffin on the adjudication. Lovers. So there's something significant about this yin energy that feels like something on the bloodline. Okay, it does feel like maybe like some sort of spiritual inheritance. Um, and I get the feeling like it's almost giving like a matriarch kind of energy. Okay, and I really kind of feel like there is someone who may have been kind of posing in the position of it's like maybe this there could have been somebody that passed away there, you know what I mean, and this energy was going to be, you know what I mean, like there was some sort of, with this judication here, there was some sort of judgment, there was some sort of spiritual inheritance. Okay, it could also be physical inheritance, but for some reason it just feels like this, it feels like a spiritual inheritance. It feels like a place, like a position within a community or a family, or yeah, you could have even been this feminine energy, right? Could have even been the one that was like kind of pushed out of this community because there were others that were threatened, uh, that you would inherit this. I feel like you did, anyways. Pushing you out is the best thing that they could have done for you, is what I heard. Yeah. Tell me about this. No place like home. It's very interesting that we switched to a totally different thing. So I'm wondering if that one energy that I was picking up on the beginning is just, some of you just need to know that's going on, or you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, there is like something that is changing here. I don't know. I don't know. It feels like somehow, somebody was, no, no, this is what it is. It feels like there was a, whether it be like a position in an occupation, or a position in a family, or a position in a relationship, something like that. It could be, I feel like it's actually maybe quite a few things are going to be changing. We have marriage, child, and sudden wealth here in a house. Okay? Some of you, your whole world is about to flip upside down in the best way. Okay? Because it's like the I don't even want to say that somebody tried to take this from you. What I want to say is whatever happened was meant to happen, because I feel like at this point in this situation, there is an energy with whatever this is, that is like whatever this is that you're stepping into, it's very privileged, right? It's very grown and mature and clearly very abundant, because that keeps coming through. Okay, there's a lot of love there. I feel like high honor type energy. I feel like there's travel, right? What, I don't know. It feels um anyways, so it's like and I think it's all because you knew not to self-abandon in a situation, okay? Or you're no longer self-abandoning or something like that, right? And it's not like you were doing that on purpose, okay? Sometimes, anyways, we won't get into all of that, but so there was a cycle that was happening, right? Where somebody else was in this position because that was their, it's how it was supposed to be. There were lessons that were learned, contracts that were filled, things like that. But now it's like there's something about you know, like this, you stepping into this role because it's time. Again, it could be occupation within a family, a community, a relationship. um, there's so much that this could entail. And for, like I said, for some of you it's like all of the above, right? It's like, all of this in one package. you know um and but it will have taken, some work here. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, let's keep going, shall we? Queen of Wands, that's what I'm saying. This person, oh, and look, there's that Nine of Cups. That's what I'm saying. This person is, is very, you are very attractive, okay? But again, you have that Nine of Cups on your own, right? And you kind of expect somebody to be able to not just pour into you at that level, but pour into themselves at that level, right? Yeah, okay, so tell me about this distant horizon with the community here and that orphanage. This may even be like recognized, right, by a community as well. This growth, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you chose to not self-abandon, you broke some sort of, and it could even be like from, something that started as a child, or like something from like a different lifetime. Like, but there was like some sort of like karmic um like tie or something like that, right? But this came to an end um here. Hmm. It's almost like when you would self abandon, right? That was considered like karmic behavior, right? Because it was tied to like a wound. You get what I'm saying? And it's like you have it's like fully stepped out of like accepting anything less than what you deserve or what you give yourself or something like that. You get what I'm saying? It's like not to say that you were, you know, you get what I mean. Tell me about this to the sea occupation and mature woman. Be careful of somebody coming back around because you have the umbrella of protection and they need it in a situation. Okay? Yeah, look, we have achievement here. Exactly what I said. Something is like, yeah, something is about to, I heard expand. Yeah, in a big way. Okay. Ooh, look, we have Earth Angel energy here. Okay. So yeah, something is about to expand for you in a big way. It's you've been working on whatever this is. I mean, I feel like you've been working on quite a bit of things. You know what I mean? I feel like you've been working to become a better version of yourself in every aspect, right? Whether you're a parent and it's through that, or, a spouse, or, in career, or financially, spiritually, emotionally, physically. There's so many different things that I feel like, how you eat, like, things like that, that I feel like it's not just one thing. You know what I mean? It's like really a lot of different things that are going to expand, right? It's like, say for instance, you have been, okay, working out, right? And this is just one small example. It's probably, and there is, and you're getting kind of, it's almost like you're mastering what you've been doing, like whatever routine it is, and then all of a sudden, right, the expansion, there's an opportunity for a different class that looks really appealing, right? Something that would like maybe work you a little harder, but it would maybe some sort of different activity that is more exciting. That's just an example, right? Expansion in career, expansion in relationships, career opportunities. Like, I feel I heard unexpected opportunities. So I really do feel like you should open yourself up to unexpected opportunities. Okay, don't limit what the divine has for you, because you need to know that the universe is not on a budget, not on a budget at all. Okay, infinite, infinite, infinite. Okay, release any limitations that feel like you know what I mean, that it's the human mind, the limitations that will make us feel. It's not to say don't create a budget, right, and to live within your means, but to say that you can expect the unexpected from the divine, because the universe is not on a budget. Okay? So please don't misconstrue that, but it's like some of you may be limiting maybe some of these opportunities or things that are coming in, you know, just trying to imagine them, but limiting them. And I feel as though you should not do that. Okay? Okay, look, we have soulmate and love offer again. Okay, so tell me about the soulmates with this poverty and this gift. Yeah, there is somebody who is jealous of this unexpected money that's coming your way. I don't know if they can just sense it, or because the thing is we have imprisonment with family here. Okay, there could be something where a gift might I don't know. Somebody could, I don't know. Somebody could have, with the thief out here, somebody could have taken something without your knowing, something that was supposed to be yours. Here's one thing that's coming through, and I love this because I feel like this is something. Oh, hold on. Anyways, I feel like this is something that you would hope for this person. They will learn to love themselves in the future. Okay, it's almost like, yeah, I don't know. And again, I'm not sure to what extent or anything like that. Also, too, this could be family, right? That is coming back around. Again, for that like umbrella of protection, just be mindful of that. Okay, use your discernment. All right, tell me about this yin energy with this privileged lady, coffin, and adjudication. Good boy, Maui. Some of you, there's like a different path here. Okay, it's like this. I feel like there's been some sort of judgment about this spiritual inheritance here. Okay. And I feel like it's, especially if you may be feeling this, right? You may be kind of coming into this, awakening to this, or like, it's you're really stepping into this energy here, okay? And I feel like it's changing the path a little bit. But again, it's very much, you were never, I don't feel like, on the wrong path. Somebody may have felt like they were interfering. You may have felt like somebody was interfering. That's valid. But you both, if that's the case, needed whatever the situation was, okay, at the time for whatever reason. And now as it's shifting and it's changing, while this person may be angry and mad, right? Could very well be, or there's a divine masculine that could be very angry and mad at at this person, this flying monkey energy here, okay? Because yeah, there's some ancestors that are kind of bringing some sort of destruction here to whatever this is. Yeah. Okay. All right, so tell me about this No Place Like Home, The Pathway, Toil and Labor, Thief, and Great Fortune. Right, somebody did work really hard to take something here, maybe, okay? I do feel like for a lot of you it could have been, I feel like it's definitely a spiritual inheritance here of some sort. But remember at the beginning how I said that bubblegum song with that person, right? Kind of gave like a lustful energy there. This person, yeah, but you're ascending past that, right? And not to say that yeah, also karmic masculine energy. Exactly. It's like you created some sort of boundary or expectation, right? Again, and it's not like you are holding anything against someone here, but dang, there's a lot of masculine energy here. Yeah, but we have travel. So you're ascending past some sort of, lustful karmic energy. And there could be multiple reasons why you were attracting that type of energy. Okay, it could have been, something about a life lesson, some sort of karma, something, right? You were breaking generational curses, healing some sort of trauma. There's so many different reasons. For all of you, it's going to be different, but you have officially ascended past this energy. You have ascended past self-abandoning when it comes to this energy, whether you recognize that you were self-abandoning or not, okay? And now we have travel with rich guy and boss, right? So again, this could be an opportunity coming in for work here, okay? Somebody could be going through some sort of health is concerns, okay? And this person could want to give you some sort of unexpected money. They think very highly of you, okay? Yeah. I think there's an energy of recognizing and realizing here, okay, that maybe there's a lot of people around them that may be like jealous or envious or just like not, you know what I mean? Like maybe just really like talking shit all the time, like gossipy or, you know what I mean? Or in this mentally and emotionally unstable. And it's like this person sees you in this sweetheart energy, right? So it's like, so maybe, again, there could be some sort of actual physical, like, inheritance, but I really do feel like there is also, like, a spiritual inheritance here, okay? But this person is seeing you as this earth angel, as this, very mature, privileged. I'm picking up on a lot of feminine energy here, but this could be somebody too who maybe there could be somebody who is married, okay, that wants to give you some sort of gift. Or they could be stuck in something. I don't know why they would want to give you some sort of gift. Again, it could just be that they But some of you, there is this, if it's not somebody who has some sort of health concern, there is some sort of boss energy who's wealthy, who wants to, maybe, again, there's like an opportunity here that may include some sort of travel, okay? Also, too, there's an energy where this person could have been traveling. And remember how I said somebody could have been working on themselves here? They could have ascended. This masculine energy, right, could have ascended past this like lust and karmic energy, right? And kind of stepped into this like boss, rich guy type, you know. But this could have been during some sort of travel. This person could be traveling towards you here. But if that's the case, you know, this person during that time, they awakened to and maybe had developed some sort of animosity towards some sort of flying monkey. This could have been in the family here. Okay? So it's like there's a major wheel that's spinning, okay? When it comes to the Wheel of Fortune, it's like just things are being adjusted. Yeah, and it's we have justice here, okay? So this could definitely just be, you know, when the justice comes out upright, it just means everyone's going to be treated fairly. But I do feel like this is some sort of like liberation for you, or some sort of, you know, justice here, okay? Tell me more. Tell me about this single sex and successful with the left spell, the endings, the karmic femme, and the change. Yeah, we have the Lovers here. Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Right. You know, usually the Six of Pentacles can talk about like an equal give and take, but I'm really feeling like the Six of Pentacles is giving more of like just taking what you can get. And the Lovers and the Two of Swords, that's like a big decision. You know what I mean? The Eight of Cups is choosing to leave something behind here. Okay? And that's exactly what I was talking about. Choosing to... There is also, too, this Lover's energy. Could be a Gemini that's trying to decide on giving something to you. This may be leaving something behind if they decide to do that. The Tower with the Chariot. Now, if somebody was trying to come towards you with ill intent, okay, the Tower, the Chariot with the Hangman and the Ten of Swords, this would be like somebody coming towards you and then like kind of the Hangman with the Ten of Swords right after that is like kind of getting fucked up. You know what I mean? So again, that's that travel energy where somebody could have been traveling, right? The Hangman, the Ten of Swords, that's understanding that Ten of Swords energy, right? Understanding their pain or their past or, you know, that type of thing here. There could have also been an energy where, I don't know, you know, maybe this person was in an environment where they were like well taken care of, right? I kind of picked up too in the pre-shuffle where somebody was like concerned about being enough or being able to do enough for you or something like that. Okay, tell me about this achievement with this Earth Angel here. Yeah, you're going to be getting some sort of message here, okay? Maybe even some sort of apology, but it's coming in quickly. And there's that wheel, like I said, that's spinning. Yep. It's this High Priestess energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody's been taking their sweet time. High Priestess on the Earth Angel, that makes sense. This is also, again, it's like, you know, you are something that you have been, you know, trying to manifest, or something that you've been working on or growing into, you know, learning about yourself or something like that, right? You're fully immersed in this, okay? And that could be this spiritual inheritance as well, part of it here. But I feel like part of it was a personal journey also, right? It's like it's like that personal journey was necessary for this spiritual inheritance as well, okay? Tell me about this imprisonment with this family. Something is making the wheel spin like slower, okay? Something, you know, there may be something that you are being urged to let go of, someone, something, someplace, something like that. It's not stopping the wheel by any means, but it may be slowing it down a little bit. Or this person is just really slow. They're not in any hurry here. Okay. Yeah, there's also been some sort of soul family here that I feel like, or like ancestors, something like that, that are coming to, again, with this like overflow. Okay. I feel like the ancestors are coming to protect you because, again, it feels like there was somebody that was coming in with some sort of intention, okay, to, you know, have you kind of, again, you have that umbrella of protection here, okay, but the ancestors were like, no, 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 okay. Tell me about this rising star, flying monkey, with the destruction, the divine masculine, ancestors, judgment, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some sort of connection that's coming to an end, right? Again, with the travel, the Six of Swords. Tell me more. Yep, this is just, again, there's been some sort of judgment where there's been some serious growth here, okay? Like, there's been a lot of deeper understanding about oneself. And we have the Empress with the Queen of Wands coming out on this, again, this feminine spiritual inheritance. Okay, it feels very gifted, it feels very abundant, it feels very, you know, like matriarch type of energy. It feels very, maybe even I heard like head of a coven, and I don't necessarily know, you know, that's not for everyone, okay? But if that's the case, this is a very, it's a okay, it's a good thing, right? they're not harming anyone, right? Because there's good and bad of all, right? But there's something about that. Again, this could just be, it's a position, it's an opportunity here, okay? It provides a lot of stability. There's something about understanding maybe some sort of impulsiveness, okay? Whether that's about you or about somebody else, all right? Okay, tell me about this ascending with the lust, the karmic masculine. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, exactly, right? With the Magician, right? You are ascending past these like manipulative energies, right? We have the Hierophant with the sword and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I get this energy where it's, I feel like when it comes to something or someone, the divine is showing you the truth, okay? This is like somebody taking from someone, okay, and then showing up kind of like, ooh, look what I magicked up, right? And then, the divine's like, yeah, it doesn't have to be magicked up, but it's like, there's somebody that's very manipulative with how they gain and obtain things, and this could definitely be like connections and relationships and things like that, but it's like the divine showed you, God, source, the divine, the universe, whatever, showed you the truth about somebody's burdens here, okay? And again, it's like, I'm not judging you for your burdens, but I do know that if we come together, I'm accepting your burdens as my own energetically, and I feel it's only fair that you carry those out on your own. You know what I mean? It's like that type of energy. It's not that you don't support this person, but it's like you're at different places in your life, right? And there's an energy where it's like this person had every opportunity to work on things, but they didn't. They chose other things. They chose whatever they chose, right? So now this person is kind of seeing you because you have grown up, because you have matured, because you have, made some achievements and are about to make more, because you're single and sexy and successful. This person is seeing you in that way. But again, they're still moving in a manipulative place, from a manipulative place, right? Tell me about this travel, this rich guy, and this boss. Yeah, we have the Star. Yeah, there's some sort of like exciting opportunity. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, and I know we've been like talking about this for a while here, okay? And I feel like there's an energy of like being in your head about how, and that's where that expectation is coming through. And the thing is I feel like whatever this is, however this is showing up for you, it may be very similar to what because I feel like you are very intuitive, you are very connected, you are very divine. Archangel, High Priestess here. Divine Feminine was out here somewhere. Then we have the Empress, we have the Queen of Wands. Like, you're magical, right? You're attractive, you're all the things. But I feel like there is something very unexpected, right? That you need to release your expectations on, because it is going to be very fulfilling, for sure. This is like almost you worrying about being successful, but then taking a moment and recognizing and realizing, oh wait, I'm already successful, right? And then boom, opportunities, doors fly open, windows fly open, something that was, there's a position that you're stepping into that is like you were always meant to step into this. You may have stepped into it before and stepped out, for whatever reason, and now you're stepping back into it, or it's like you were always meant to, with this divine timing, right? I heard it's gonna be me. All that I do is not enough for you. I don't know. But I'm not like that. Then finally, I don't know all the words. Yeah, we have the Three of Wands. Your ship's coming in here with the Tower, with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Right? This is like something that's over here. Yeah, with the Death card. And the thing is like whatever this is, like I said, I think it is for some of you, it's going to change your path, right? It really is. For some of you. Some of you in a small way, others of you in a ginormous way. But it's like whatever it is, it's, even if it is a completely different, direction than what you were headed, you still are going to love it. Ten of Cups. Okay, it's still going to be super fulfilling, that type of energy. Okay, so any hoosers, wow, what a reading. I'm not even sure what to call it. Let's just get a couple out of here. Yeah, remember your crown, and that's exactly what I feel like is happening with this divine inheritance here. Okay, I'm serious. There's a spiritual inheritance that's being passed down. Okay. And I feel like you're coming into just a different version of yourself or something. Okay, final messages. Yeah, court the too good and true, unfurl the new beginning, bring your monster flowers, sing your own song, float like you mean it, and easy does it, okay? Yeah, always settle for more, and gather your nuts. Follow your bliss and expect a miracle. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. It's like you were on that path, right, with the giraffe, you know what I mean? Just really kind of keeping your energy, kind of with the giraffe, it's like looking at things from a higher perspective, right? That's kind of like what you were doing here, and then this unfurl a new beginning is it's at nighttime, right? But you're glowing. It's like that type of energy. It's like different path, different environment, something like that, but it's like you glow there, right? Like you shine there. Okay. Yeah, bring your monster flowers. I feel like this is with the elephant here and all the flowers and things like that. It definitely feels like this is something to do with the spiritual inheritance. There could be some sort of fear associated with this spiritual inheritance, a fear that you are overcoming. Okay, this could be like, they're giving me the energy where this could be like some sort of prophecy, something that has been kind of waiting to be like unlocked within somebody on the bloodline. But it was a matter of aligning to it, right? Ascending to it, healing the proper things, and seeing correctly, right? And it's like you're unlocking this within you here. There's something very magical about you, or something about you bringing magic back to your bloodline, like reactivating that in some type of way here, okay? But it feels like there could have been some sort of fear, right? Maybe it's like a religious fear, or like something about persecution, like something here where I feel like, again, you are, and it could have really been associated with that self-abandoning energy, right? Where you're really moving past that. You're no longer self-abandoning, and there's like this energy of accepting who you are, right? It's like, maybe like during the day you're in this giraffe energy, but at nighttime, right, you're this glow in the dark, like beautiful moth, which most people like swat at moths, right? But you confidently are this like beautiful, gorgeous moth. I don't know, but yeah, it's an energy of that, and with this float like you mean it, it's like really owning it, right? Really owning your authenticity, and again, not not self-abandoning, not yeah, sing your own song. Exactly. This is being completely different than the people around you, right? And this easy does it here. You're moving into a space, especially, it's like there's something very magical about you, whoever you are. And you're really stepping into that energy. I think you've always known it, and there could have been some frustration of like, what's kind of going on with my natural ability to attract Empress energy, or my confidence in that ability. There's something like that, but there was something that I think that you recently dove into, and this energy, this lustful karmic energy, really could have been tied into maybe this fear from a past lifetime, if I'm being completely honest with you. This energy could have persecuted you. They could have been like some sort of, witch hunter or something. Not claiming that you're a witch or that everyone is a witch, but I feel like we're all a little witchy in our own way. But yeah. It feels like there's a very significance, a very importance of like bringing back to life and like saving the magic on this planet. And for some reason, I feel like you are a part of that mission. Okay? So, yes. Yeah, we have bloom like a badass and trust your wings. Exactly. Some of you are about to fly. Okay? Okay. I'll leave it there. Anyways, alright guys, if you need anything from me, that's in the description box below. Otherwise, I love you so much.